Hey there guys, this is Justin at the Slab Review, and I have some pretty interesting news for you. Warner Brothers today announced a new video game that they're releasing called Batman Arkham Origins. Yes, it's another installment of the Arkham City / Arkham Asylum series, and I love those games. I mean, I'm a huge Batman fan, so already those games have some interest for me, and just as games, they're great games. So much fun. And this game, I'm a little skeptical because the first thing they announced is that Rocksteady, the company that made the first two games, are not going to be involved in this one. It's instead going to be Warner Brothers Games Montreal. So they haven't done a video game yet, so I heard they're still using like the Rocksteady, they're still using the engine that Rocksteady used for that, so it's going to be similar. And besides that, they explain the plot, another thing which I find a little weird. The game is called Arkham Origins, and it has nothing to do with Arkham Asylum. It's about Batman, who's like in his early years of crime fighting. He's just starting out, and these like 5 or 6, around however many assassins, or was it 8? I don't know. But however many assassins have come to Gotham to kill him on Christmas Eve. So it's an interesting plot. My biggest problem is I hate the title, Arkham Origins, because it doesn't have anything to do with the game, and it's an obvious title to kind of tie in with the other two games, but I feel like it's not necessary to title that, because I feel like if this game ends up like sucking, ends up being really bad, then people are like, oh, that terrible third Arkham Asylum game, when like, if they just called it something else, like even, like I don't know, like Batman Origins or something like that, it would still be like in the same canon, but kind of a spin-off. And so you wouldn't be like, if it sucks, you'd be like, oh, it's just that bad Arkham Asylum spin-off. It won't be like the third part of the series. And that's what it seems like with this title. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my opinion. So I hate the title. I think it's a terrible title. But I'm actually interested in the game because you get to roam around Gotham City. It's like an open world game, just like Arkham City. It's open world. And I love that, and I think it's really cool to be able to go around Gotham City, because you've never done that before in a game. So that aspect is good. Now, one of the things I'm surprised, the release date is October 25th this year. So I'm assuming they've been developing this game for a while now and just haven't told us about it, because that's kind of soon when it comes to releasing a video game that you just announced today. But I'm interested. That's to say the least. There hasn't been much. They've released a couple images and a logo, but that's about it. And besides the plot synopsis, there's not a whole lot. Oh, and another thing that's kind of cool. They're also releasing on the same day handheld versions. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be called Arkham Origins Blackgate for PS Vita and 3DS, and it's gonna take place after Origins. So it's kind of a sequel. And I heard it's developed by the company that's made the Metroid games, so it's going to be kind of like a Metroid type game. Huh, that sounds interesting. I'm not going to play it because I don't have a 3DS or PS Vita, but we'll see what happens. But, so yeah, new Batman game. I didn't think they were going to do it because I heard they weren't going to make another one. Well, kind of is true because Rocksteady's not making it, but that's the one thing I'm skeptical about. It's different. So I really hope it stays in the style of Arkham City. I think it's going to be a little bit different because like by the time you're in Arkham City, Batman's like a fully big crime fighter. He knows what he's doing. And this he's kind of beginning. So I think it's going to be a little bit different because he's not as like powerful or not as strong. So that's going to be something interesting. I'm excited because I want to play another like Arkham type game, because like those games are so much fun. So if it stays in the style of that, the story sounds interesting, and the whole setting of Gotham is just something that's really making me interested. And yeah, it's something that I want to see how it develops more on, because it could turn out really bad, but I'm hoping it turns out good, because like they made Arkham Asylum, which was great, and they just blew it out of the water with Arkham City, which is like a masterpiece in my opinion. I love that game. There's gonna be some other villains, like they're gonna be introduced. Like I heard the villain Deathstroke, who's a character from the comics, is gonna be in it. They released an image of him. So I don't know if there's gonna be any classic villains. Like I don't think there's gonna be Joker, so no Mark Hamill. That's sad. But you know, I actually want to see him do some stuff with villains, because one of the things that intrigued me about Arkham City was when they introduced villains like Penguin and Mr. Freeze and Two-Face, to see how they fit in this world. So I'd like to see more of that, like maybe actually see Riddler doing stuff, or something like that, something that'd be interesting. So, yeah, it's about it. Interested. What do you guys think? 'Cause I know most of the people on this channel love video games, so I'd like to see that. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. Yeah, it's about it. Maybe if there's any really interesting updates as time goes on, I might do more videos, because this is something I'm going to be following a lot, because I'm really interested. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from here. So yeah, Arkham Origins comes out October 25th, 2013. Same with Arkham Origins Blackgate. Comes out the same day. And that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later.